Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, good morning. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm okay today.
Good. So we had a class. uh, I think it was a week ago now that talked about a pharmacy bill that we're talking about, like how there's stuff for your teeth, stuff for your eyes, stuff like that the government wanted to do, and there's another article about that. So
Yesterday, I told my motorbike. I asked my friends. He go to the right government here. No find the money. You same to China, same to Vietnam. When you see some people work in the government, they can no money. Just when you're doing the list, maybe you can wait the people go to restaurant and drink some beer or maybe some doing the something to your friends. Yesterday with my friends drink a lot of beer.
okay, fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just how it goes. Uh, yeah, and yeah, don't worry about it. For yesterday, like if you have to go do something like that again, like no problem. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
this one is the pharmacare bill was tabled by March 2024. Liberals and NDP confirm. When they say tabled, that means like put to the side. Hey, we're gonna do this stuff, and then we're gonna table it, put it away. So probably not gonna get it. But
Oh,
let's find out.
the libraries and the NDP have agreed to the extend uh, for Medicare nation negotiations into the 2022 with a new goal of the introducing legislation by the March 1.
So, yep, they've agreed to extend it or extend the negotiation. So, what that means is basically we're not actually going to do it yet. We're just going to extend talking about it, which is a bit weird. But yeah, hopefully by March they're able to figure out this pharmacare program. So this pharma normally means medicine. So
Oh,
maybe it's something related to buying medicine and stuff, but we'll see.
pharmacare,
Oh,
pharmacare were the imported so many the Canadians, which is why it is important that we get this right, and this takes time. That is why the government and the NDP have agreed to introduce permacare legislation by March 1, 2024, said the Christopher on spokesperson for the health Mr. Milk Holland in a media statement.
so yeah, the reason why they said they're extending it, making it longer, is hey, this takes time. I know, so let's just slowly do this. We don't need to be quick, quick, quick. Yeah.
Uh, conversations with the NDP continue continue to the incredibly pervertive
Productive.
and collaborative.
Yeah. Yeah. Collaborative. So basically saying, hey, these conversations have been productive, meaning really good. They're things are improving, things are getting better every time we talk. That's good. and collaborative, meaning like working together. So, hey, the NDP and Liberals are working together quite nicely. Everything is good.
NDP have the critical tone diverse confinement the deadline and set the tone of the negotiations with the government remain positive.
Good. So remember that there's going to be a health side of the negotiations and the government side. So there's going to be like doctors and stuff talking with government. And he's basically said that, yep, the deadline is March 1st. And hey, we remain positive. We think that the doctors and the government can work together. They can figure out what we need to do. We think this is possible. So hopefully by March 1st, we're all good to go. Yeah.
Okay. We know that the many people are not taking the medicine they need because they can't afford to, and this the getting worse as the Canadians are struggling with the high cost of living, Davis said in the media statement.
Yeah. So yeah, basically saying that some people, because some medicine is not free. If it's life-saving medicine, it is free. But if it's just like general medicine to kind of make you feel a bit better, it's not free. And so there's a lot of people who don't need like life-saving medicine, but they do probably need to maybe get mental illness stuff, or they might need something like my cough or whatever. And that's costing a lot of money, including on top of like the cost of food, the cost of rent, stuff like that. And yeah, it's a little too much right now.
Okay, what is the money? Given that the contest containing progress toward universal national pharmaceutical program.
Pharmacare
program.
Pharmacare.
Company Canada. Okay. Program is
No, it's not. It's not a company. It's the government. They're trying to make like a new policy for the government. Yeah.
Program is the more important than ever. We must get this right.
Yeah. Basically saying that, hey, this is super important. Of course, people are sick. People need help. We need to make sure that this is good. If we make a mistake here or we go too quickly, we're going to end up causing more problems than fixing, and that would be really bad. This is just the guy talking.
New the Democrats were the faster to the confirm legislation would be the delayed until March, sent or government sure later the confirmed the new deadline.
Good. So New Democrats is the NDP, New Democrat Party. So that's what New Democrats mean. So yeah, the New Democrats, the NDP, were like, hey, it's happening later. They were the first to say it. And then later on, the senior government was like, yeah, it's true. We have to wait for this. Yeah.
The library minority government relaxed on the New Democrats British to the past legislation 12 are for more confidence and subsidy agreement. Both the parties signed under that agreement, the NDP agrees to the support in ensure government licenses in the exchange for the library, then raising several NDP policy priorities.
Priorities. So when we say minority government, it means that the Liberals are the biggest party, but they're not 50%. They're like 45%. So because they're 45% and maybe the Conservatives are 40%, they're still biggest. However, they need extra votes to get to that 50% mark, meaning they need to work with the NDP. And the agreement that they came up with was, hey, NDP will vote with us. They're going to help us with basic stuff, make sure the government works properly. However, in exchange for helping us, the Liberals, we need to help them. So they're going to help us with our general stuff. We're going to help them with specific stuff. For example, this Farmer Care Act would be a NDP priority. So we're kind of helping that.
According the wording of that agreement, one of those NDP priorities is to pass a Canada Permanent Care Act by the end of the 2023 and then task the National Drug Agency to develop a national formulary of the essential medicines and blood purchasing planned by the end of the agreement.
Yeah. So, again, one of the big ones that the NDP wants is this Pharmacare Act by the end of 2023, which they're not going to get because they said March next year. But they've already said that that's okay. I know it's a bit late, but we're still happy with the deal. And after they finish this one, they want to do a drug agency to make the general medicine. They say essential medicines here, right? Essential, that's going to be our basic medicines that we need a lot of, right? So essentially, they want to make a government company that will make all of the basic medicine for a cheap price. So let me think. Like Tylenol, Advil, I don't know, the basic drugs that you need almost every day. That's what they want to get. And then they also want to work on a bulk purchasing plan, which would be like buying a lot. Bulk means buying a lot, not like one can, buying like 1,000 cans of medicine. And so if you normally buy a big amount, you can normally get it for a cheaper price. So that's kind of what they're saying is we want to make a company that can make our own basic medicine. And for other medicine that we can't make with the government, we want to buy huge amounts so that it's cheaper for everyday people.
Okay, the libraries have been under the pressure for the years to deliver on the Farmer Care in 2019 and adversely Tennessee up April in by the federal government recommended it abolishing a universal single payer public for the Medicare system faster with an until list of the common and essential drugs and data with
comprehensive
comprehensive for the the at sorry financial implemented such a system would cost the 15 billion a year once fully implemented.
So remember, a formulary is a building or like a lab that makes medicine. So this is a thing that like formulates medicine. So yeah, they've been since 2019 trying to get this. The first step was figuring out what are the essential drugs that we generally need. Once we have that list, making sure that we have, again, I don't want to say factory because it's not a factory, it's a formulary, which is essentially a medicine factory where we can make this medicine quickly and a lot of it. And they are estimating, and the government's normally wrong on this, but 15 billion a year. So that's quite a lot of money for medicine, but yeah.
The council also said that once implemented, the former care program would cut see some Canadians based on per prescription drugs by the really 5 billion a year.
So that's a bit weird. They want to spend 15 billion for medicine that is only going to fix 5 billion a year. So that is a bit weird. They're spending an extra 10 billion. But that 10 billion is ensuring that poor people can afford this. Because again, that's kind of the biggest problem. It's not so much that we spend too much on medicine. It's that poor people can't afford that medicine. Yeah. So they're saying that this would save a lot of money for Canadian people themselves. This is just saying that the pharmacare plan is in limbo, like it's not happening, but we're just kind of like it's not dead, but it's not go. It's like in the middle, where like we don't know what's going on. And they're also saying that it won't pass this year, right? It's going to be next year.
It per poster are the $2 complement for the common drugs and $5 for less the common ones. Face would be vivid for the those on the low incomes or the social assistance.
Yeah. So basically they're saying that this wouldn't be like a free program, like, oh, you just get free drugs. But the general medicine would just be $2, super cheap, right? And we're talking about like enough medicine for your whatever the doctor said, right? So let's say you get I don't know, like a little can thingy, right? If it's a basic drug, it's just going to be $2. And if it's not a basic drug, it's going to be about $5. However, of course, if you're low income or need social assistance, it would be free if you need that. Yeah.
In a recent report, the parliamentary budget officer estimated that the single pair universal drug plan would cost federal and provincial governments 11.2 billion in the first year and 30 pound 4 billion annually in 5 years.
So basically saying that the starting cost is going to be 11.2 billion, but with inflation and stuff, blah blah blah, it's going to slowly increase, and after 5 years of 11, 12 and a half, it will get up to 13.4 billion. So again, depending on what you think, that might be not that bad for medicine or healthcare. Healthcare is probably the biggest expense for the government. So these numbers are big, but it's kind of very important to make sure that we have medicine and stuff for everyone.
Okay. The income normally the income with the saving the PBO estimates would be around 1 billion in 2024, 2025, raising to the 2 billion in 2027 to 28.
Yeah, so they're basically saying that in the first year, the savings for the country would be 1.4 billion, and by 2027 to 2028, that it would be $2.2 billion of savings. They're saying that this is savings that would help the economy. I don't know how they're saving the money necessarily. Like, it's possible that they're saving the money through making it themselves, and then once they can make it themselves, they can make it for a cheaper price. I don't know, but yeah, essentially they're only saving this little bit of money per year.
Both for cost days of the higher than expected budget deficits for the next few years and lower income economic growth in 2024 are raising questions where old Taiwan can afford formal care right now.
Yeah, basically saying that the economy has been lower than normal, right? Like, it's not increasing a lot, it's kind of just staying normal, and higher expected budget deficits, meaning we're spending more on debt. Can we actually afford this pharmacare? Like, we're spending more money already, and the economy is not getting better, meaning we're not getting more taxes. So, like, can we boost this up even more? Like, I don't know. That's kind of what they're asking.
Okay. Interest rates are at a 20-year high, and the cost of the saving facial government DP has the spiked from the from the 20.3 billion in 2022 to 21 to 46.5 billion in the century special years. Oh my God, a lot of them.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, what was that? 2 years ago, it was 20, and in 2 years, it more than doubled, right? Because 20, and now it's 46. That's double in a quarter, right? That's a huge jump. So again, this is why they were asking earlier, can we afford this? Can we pay for this right now? Like, do we actually have the money? I don't know. Yeah. So how does it work in China when you're buying medicine? Is medicine expensive, or yeah, how does it kind of work?
Expensive. When just before, you remember, I asked you when you get the counter, When we get the cancer in China, we get the cancer. Government not pay them more. So most Chinese people, when you get a cancer, you see the cancer, cancer, and they maybe die. Quite a lot of money. The outside the medicine is very expensive, and the Chinese make the medicine maybe not very good. So most now you see the modern country have a lot of people they get the cancer, anything the cancer, and then when they get the cancer, you maybe die. My aunt, my uncle, my aunt get the cancer. Maybe the 2 or 3 months died. My grandfather, my mom the father, which call grandfather, sent to cancer get the cancer.
Fair enough.
Died 1 month, died a lot. No.
Same. That happened with my grandma. My dad's mom passed away when. Well, I think I was 8 years old when she passed away. But yeah, back then, 20 years ago, yeah, not so good for cancer and stuff. So yeah, but okay.
84 years old is very high age. My aunt just the 41, they get like cancer, they died, and a lot of the people, young man, they just the 30, 40, they get the cancer, they just died, and they don't have the good medicine. When you come from the EU, the medicine, US, the medicine very expensive.
Okay, in Vietnam, the government pays 90 to 50%, depending on your job. So if you're a farmer, they'll pay 90%. But if you're like a normal person, they'll only pay 50%. So
they pay China. We government pay the 50%. Both don't the China they pay just the Chinese medicine. When you know abroad the countries medicine, outside countries medicine, no. You can want the outside countries medicine, you pay. Government no get your pay. So outside medicine have the good. Okay, I see.
Switch.